What's up, everybody? Welcome to Street Poets, a show where we go around to respective neighborhoods around NYC and possibly others. And right now we're in the Lower East Side, you know, Bohemia City, all of that, you know, and with the birth of everything around here. And we are on Forsyth and Houston right now. And I'm your host, Josh Dilla. Welcome, welcome. And today we got my boy. You know, I've been acting with this kid for several years. He's seen me perform, I've seen him perform. This guy's amazing. We got my boy Manny Manaya right here, just here to hang out with us today and, you know, just tell us about himself, and then he's gonna rock out in a bit for us a little later, all right? So, yo, Manny, just start off telling people about yourself and how old you are, like, grew up and things like that. Just come on, just about yourself out.
Yeah, my name is Manny. I'm 20. I was born and raised in Washington Heights on the upper side of Manhattan. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a poet, a little bit of a writer, and an actor too. You know, I've been performing, you know, with Josh here since, I don't know, for 4 years, 3 years. I don't know how long it's been since we've been in high school. Yeah, it's been a real long while. So yeah, I'm just happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Man, so like, we want to get into a couple of questions. Like, do you remember like how long you've been writing? Do you remember like what you wrote about and like any reasons why you wrote it, or was it just random, you know?
Man, the first poem I've ever wrote, it was a love poem. I was in 7th grade. I was like, what, 13, 12? That's how we were. And I was taking this poetry class in junior high school, and this one dude, like our teacher, he was really dope. And I asked him, yo, I got this girlfriend, you know, who was like, you know, like a little crush, little first love type of thing that I had for 5 months going. And, you know, I was like, yo, how do I put these words together? I want to express how I feel to her. I want to tell her I love her, you know what I'm saying? Little puppy love. And, you know, he taught me, he told me how to put words together, how to use metaphors, similes, and all that stuff. And before I knew, I just had a real dope piece of writing, and I just, you know, I spit it to her, she loved it, and ever since then, I've just been kicking it.
That's cool, man. That's cool, man. Glad to hear like your first lovey-dovey story and things like that. See, that's something I didn't know. So, you know, I'm learning more about him right now too. You know, but can you recall like your first performance, like the feeling and getting ready for it and things like that? I mean, whether it was big or it was small. I mean, just like how did you feel when you were trying to get ready for, you know, the first time?
Yeah. It was back in high school, New Design. I wrote a poem about, what was it? It was about the color black and how the color black makes you feel. Something I forgot. That poem was long gone, but there was a big rush to it. Like, it was just a small audience, probably like 80, 100 people, but that type of environment just really got my blood going and really set the stage for me. Like, oh my God, I really gotta do this. Like, I've never studied before in school in my life, but this moment I was like, I gotta study every line, I gotta study every syllable, make sure I enunciate, get everything on point, because, you know, this might be one of the only chance I get to really express myself to the world. I could treat you like hospitals. TLC provided, THC lighted, and your cold-hearted nights can illuminate a night sky with awe. Tender in the IV, loving in the bed sheets, simply we cuddled, snuggled, smelling sulfur, eradicate demons for real, like a kiss from a rose by seal. I can make you into the finest wonder. Wonder you, woman, create Cupid without arrows to penetrate. Your real estate is your rib cage, don't sell yourself though. Tell your reflection that to you is invisible, but to my eye more beautiful. Every day I can make you steam like city manholes. We're not jerks entirely, so don't generalize these lines that I try to iron the creases in your jeans. That is a privilege most genuine. In a song you can scream in my name. I can make you without a material gain. We can sit on a bench, you, me, in conversation, us three, to keep you on track. Instead of a runaway train on me. Psychopaths recycle promises, inject collagen. Smile, mon cher. My pet, sweet mademoiselle, what you dialect, I understand. I can make you hug a bugaboo each night to your breast. You're whispering in his ears that I'm not there, you wish, and you call upon me. You dial 7 digits to call me. You hope, come home. Poetry has been one of the only things that I have to express myself. You know, I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't do any of that, you know, so the ability to put words together like that to really like create a piece where it makes people think and be like, wow, like, yeah, my mind's gonna change that. Like, it's a really good feeling. I'm never gonna stop doing that.
What kind of message you try to send, like, to your audience whenever you're trying to perform, whatever poem it is?
Pretty much what I try to emphasize in my pieces is that you can find art, you can find poetry, you can find paints, you can find inspiration out of anything. Like, more like a couple weeks ago, I wrote a poem about strawberries. You know, I connected that to maybe love, some marriage, and all that stuff. And it was just, and I got that inspiration from strawberries in a picture I took. Like, I do a little photography on the side as well. And I took a picture of broken strawberries, like cut up strawberries on a cracked concrete. And I was like, wow, like that's art right there. That's speaking to you. And that's just what I try to tell my readers, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're just looking at a trash can, like that trash can over there, or these little kids playing ball over here, you know, this little playground right here, like you can write a poem about any of that. You know, don't try to limit your mind or be closed-minded about things. Open your mind and really get a feel for the world around you, you know what I'm saying? You know, wherever you are, wherever that might be.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool, man. I'm really glad to hear it. So where do you see, like, just not yourself, but like poetry in the future? Like, where do you see it heading and things like that, or even just writing in general? You know, where do you see it heading?
Thinking about where poetry has been and where it is now, there's a lot of different styles coming into poetry, and I see 10 years from now probably we'll have new types of collaboration in poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe having a piece where you have somebody painting in the back, kick a poem right there. Maybe more of that. Maybe more of hip hop being integrated into poetry as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting hip hop elements. Maybe doing music along with poetry, like on open mic type of thing. You know, having a guitar up there, spitting a poem over that, or maybe some drums. You know.
What about you? Where do you see yourself going with poetry, even if you still plan to keep writing and still performing and things like that, or you just keep planning to keeping it on the side and things like that? I mean, let me know what you've been doing with it and what you want to do.
Poetry forever and always is going to be my first love. Always. That's going to be my baby. I'm going to marry her. I'm going to make love to her in Amazon jungles and sweet Sahara desert, wherever. Like, I don't care. Like, she's always going to be there for me no matter what. So as long as I got pen or paper, and as long as I got a laptop or my phone to write on, I'm always gonna write. I'm always gonna have ideas come into my head. Things are always gonna inspire me, you know, just like people get inspired today. And as long as that happens, I'm never gonna stop writing.
What kind of style do you think you have?
Wow. When it comes to writing, I guess I have more of a world type of sound. I do a lot of love poetry too, because, you know, I love my women, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a given. But, you know, I like to express love. I like to express world as well, as long as with political poetry. I know I did one piece about Japan and the earthquake in Japan, the tsunamis. I did one on in Cairo when Egypt was going through its stuff. I did one of those. And, you know, whatever I see on TV is basically, you know, it's all about inspiration, like I said, you know. So, and in terms of performances, I try to take some of my acting skills along to the performances. You know, if I'm speaking to one particular person in the audience, I'll focus my attention on that. If I'm speaking to somebody that close to me has passed away, I'll just speak to the sky, heaven, signifying, you know, I'm speaking to you. You know, it's all about, like I said, it's all about incorporating different arts into performances and poetry, and I try to do that. I try to make that my style.
You know, you want to come out and bust outside for us? I'll pass you the mic, and then, you know what, it's all focused on you now.
No problem, man. No problem. You turn prayer into ambition. Through your foreign language that I was never able to understand, there was chance that I may someday empower myself with Moses to lead as my name has entitled me to be. You wrote us in book as Joseph to give us a moment to be one with our Lord in essence, because the world was never open enough to bring us that close. You turned prayer into dance. Miriam with her girls in Stampede danced through the small towns, so you made my steps clap with cobblestones. I was bare feet walking on glass, but you smiled at me pleasantly, promising me that I would never bleed. You made my movements aesthetic, making me virtuoso and graceful as ballet. You turned prayer into song. Perfect pitch through highs and lows, everyone's highest became higher and their lows became non-existence in concertos you played through your lifetime. Although I was never present, When you tuned in and vibed, I felt it through the grapevine when people spoke of your accomplishments as if I was the one who did it. So your notes gave me wings that chimed in unison with the heavens that you so passionately sang about. And I believed, even in doubt. You turned prayer into power. You gave me attitude to cut through latitudes and chiseled me into a cathedral should Mother Earth plan an upheaval. My energy and the rate in which it converted into action fell through whenever my fellow man declined extensively, but you touched my soul and you raised my spirits exponentially. Yes, 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 you did. You turned prayer into hope. And I know that you alone can make me set out to let out what I for so long have held inside of me for too long, to free my thoughts, free my mind, free my endeavors, and above all else, free man.
Tough MC ain't really